This is the OTB Network.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. I'm Jean Wood, beginning a busy weekend of stakes racing action down in South Florida at Gulfstream Park for the running of the Richter Scale Breeders' Cup Handicap, the race formerly known as the Gulfstream Park Sprint Championship. This is a Grade 2 $200,000 7-furlong sprint. Let's head down to Gulfstream and the call of the Richter Scale.
They're off. Native Air instantly to the front. Smooth Jazz away in second with Burning Roma third. Tour of the Cat comes away in fourth. Then Been the Best and Highway Prospector, Fire and Glory, and the early trailer is Ticket to Freedom. Native Air in charge out of the chute. Burning Roma is going to come put some pressure on, as does Smooth Jazz, and so Native Air only leads by a neck up the back stretch. Burning Roma takes it to him early with Smooth Jazz now settling in a good spot, 3rd and 2 from the front. Tour of the Cat is 4th with 2.5 lengths to make up. Then it's a gap of 5 lengths back to Been the Best. 2 lengths behind him, Highway Prospector. Fire and Glory is 12 from the front, and Ticket to Freedom has 15 to make up as they leave the back stretch. Native Air has left the rail open. Tour of the Cat going to try to come through tightly. Burning Roma is right there. These three match strides to the quarter pole. Smooth Jazz is still in with a chance. He's 2.5 from the front. Been the Best put to a full out drive, and they head to the top of the stretch. Native Air is passed from both sides. Tour of the Cat and Burning Roma run right by him, and Native Air is backed out of it suddenly. Smooth Jazz is 1.5 lengths from the front. Been the Best has 4 to come. Then Fire and Glory and Tour of the Cat and Burning Roma match strides. Smooth Jazz races next, Highway Prospector, but this is down to Tour of the Cat and Burning Roma. It's going to be close. Tour of the Cat, Burning Roma, Tour of the Cat, Burning Roma, and I think Tour of the Cat won it. This is a nosebod. Abad Kabasa thinks he won it too. He's in a close one with Burning Roma, Highway Prospector 3rd, Fire and Glory 4th.
Tour of the Cat returns with a very nice effort. This horse had run very well in the Sunshine Millions last time out, sits just off the pace, just outside, and picks up a nice victory over Burning Roma, who is dropping back to 7 furlongs after stretching to a mile on the turf last time out. Highway Prospector, part of the heavily favored entry in here from the Gill and Schumann combination, picks up the pieces and finishes 3rd. It was obviously Native Air who was really the one that was taking all of the money in that race off an impressive victory last time out. He did let down the side and finishing 7th in the field of 8. The winner, Tour of the Cat, is a 5-year-old bay son of Tour d'Or from Tune Into the Cat by Tuner Up, bred in Florida by the CVS Sales Company, owned by Double G Stable and trained by Myra Mora. Tour of the Cat covers the 7 furlongs of the Richter Scale in 121 flat. Stretching out next for the stakes feature at Gulfstream Park on Sunday, the Canadian Turf Handicap at 1 1/16 on the grass, $100,000 Grade 3 for older horses. Let's head back to Florida and the running of the Canadian Turf.
They're off. Raccoon and Political Attack break 1-2. Miesque's Approval a bit slow into stride, but now up into 3rd. Strategic Partner and First Lieutenant are next, then French Charmer, and the early trailer is Sardaukar. Raccoon and Political Attack go quickly first time by the stands, and Raccoon's a 1/2 length in front. Mark Guidry does not want to go that fast this early, so he'll take Political Attack back in second as Raccoon leaves the inside wide open. Political Attack still going to stay back in second, 2 from the front. Miesque's Approval now settles in 3rd. He's 5 from Raccoon, who's 2.5 to the good to the back stretch. Strategic Partner and French Charmer both have 5 lengths to make up. Sardaukar is a length behind them, and First Lieutenant is reserved by Pat Day at the back of the pack as they head up the back stretch in the 37th Canadian Turf Handicap. It is Raccoon now uncontested, but Political Attack can go get him when he wants, and it's Raccoon 3/4 of a length. Political Attack is closer now in second. Strategic Partner has moved through at the rail to be 3rd. Miesque's Approval Approval still traveling well outside of him. And on the front end, Political Attack has engaged Raccoon. French Charmer is fifth with 3.5 to come. Sardaukar has 4 to come. And the trailer is First Lieutenant, and they run to the quarter pole. Political Attack has taken over from Raccoon, but he's still got a lot of work to do. Miest's Approval looms a major danger. A length from the front. French Charmer outside of him. Sardaukar and Strategic Partner have 3 lengths to come, and they come to the final furlong. Miest's Approval and Political Attack. Strategic Partner through from the inside. French Charmer. Political Attack is still there. Miest's Approval to the outside, now going to make it desperately close. Political Attack. Miest's Approval. Political Attack. Mark Guidry with a great ride on Political Attack to beat Miest's Approval in the Canadian Turf Handicap. Strategic Partner finished third.
Political Attack and Mark Guidry, a very nice effort. This horse was a very strong 3-year-old last year early on the turf. Did have a couple of setbacks, but has obviously returned in very good form. Second off the layoff for his new trainer, Michael Matz, picking up the nice win over Miest's Approval, the favorite in here at about even money, who sat a tracking trip just off the hedge but was not able to make up any ground late. Strategic Partner, another horse who has had a long and steady career in the turf division going back to his 2-year-old season, closes and picks up the 3rd spot after rating just off the pace. The winner, Political Attack, is a 4-year-old bay son of Hawk Attack from Cope's Light by Copeland. He was bred in Kentucky by Brereton Jones, owned by F. Eugene Dixon, and trained by Michael Matz. Ridden to victory by Mark Guidry. Political Attack covers the mile and a 16th on the turf in 1:40.2. Next, we're going to head to New Orleans and head back to last Tuesday's running of the Mardi Gras Handicap, $75,000 ungraded stakes race, originally carded at about 7.5 furlongs on the turf. Weather conditions prevailed. The race ends up switching to a flat mile on the main track. Let's head back to last Tuesday for the running of the Mardi Gras.
Racing. And a slow getaway for Skateaway. Devil Time dropping rearwards. Discreet Hero leads at the line by about a head to What a Brainstorm, who's going up level. Sieński third inside of Gold Tango, followed by Even the Score. 2 lengths to Skateaway and 2.5 to Devil Time around the first turn. And it's What a Brainstorm, a half length in front of Discreet Hero. Sieński is a length and a half back third. A half to Gold Tango on the outside, a length and a half to Even the Score. Skateaway alongside him, and 2.5 lengths last of all is Devil Time. As they work along the back stretch with 5/8 to go, What a Brainstorm leads by a neck over Discreet Hero. 2 lengths Sieński on the inside of Gold Tango, followed by Skateaway, who's improving a little out 3 wide. Even the Score on the fences, 5 lengths off the lead. 3 in advance of Devil Time. They have a half mile to go. What a Brainstorm, a half length from Discreet Hero. A length and a half away third is Sieński, getting through towards the inside, followed closely by Skateaway. Gold Tango between horses and the Green Silks. Even the Score in behind that group. 3 clear of Devil Time at the 5/16 pole. What a Brainstorm, getting plenty of pressure now from the favourite Discreet Hero. He's up within a head. A length and a half Skateaway out 3 wide. Even the Score peeling 4 wide to go forward. Gold Tango 1 off the fence. Sieński back along the inside, and then comes Devil Time. They have about an 1/8 to go, and the favourite Discreet Hero draws a length clear of What a Brainstorm. 2 lengths further back, Even the Score, followed by Sieński. The leader is Discreet Hero, a half length. Even the Score threatening in the closing 16th. Even the Score goes to Discreet Hero, and Even the Score got up about a neck over Discreet Hero. Sieński finishing third. What a Brainstorm fourth.
Even the Score, and Shane Sellers with a head victory over Discreet Hero, who was the favorite in the field. He'd been competing well against Graded Stakes Company, dropping down here, looking for a bit of an easy victory. He did not end up getting it after being restrained off the early leader. Sieński sits a stalking trip, angled into the rail after breaking from post position 6. Made a nice move inside into the drive, but was not able to quite get the job done. The winner, Even the Score, a Grayer Roan 5-year-old son of Unbridled Song from Ashtabula by Rahi, was bred in Kentucky by the Aspiration Stable, owned by Thomas Vanderhyde, trained by Dallas Stewart, ridden to victory by Shane Sellers. Even the Score covers the flat mile at the fairgrounds in 1:37.4. Heading back to the fairgrounds next for the running of the Grade 2 Fairgrounds Oaks, $350,000 mile and a 16th event for 3-year-old fillies. Let's head down to New Orleans in the running of the Fairgrounds Oaks.
Racing. Lady Tack is Good pace, so is Atlantic Ocean on the outside. Belle of Parentown tucking in just off the pace on the inside. Rebridal Dreams now going to the lead. Afternoon Dreams is back in 5th position. And Lovely Sage at the back of the field, despite stretching out. She's the last of the 6 fillies as they race around the Gentilly turn. It's Rebridal Dreams clear by 2 lengths. Atlantic Ocean is second. Belle of Parentown 3/4 of a length back third. Lady Tack is a length away fourth. She's followed by Afternoon Dreams, and Lovely Sage on the outside is last of all. They're in the back stretch of the Fairgrounds Oaks, and Rebridal Dreams shows the way by 2 lengths. Atlantic Ocean well poised in second. Belle of Parentown third, 3/4 of a length to Lady Tack, who's on the back of Atlantic Ocean in 4th position. She's followed by Lovely Sage, who moves up on the outside of Afternoon Dreams. It's Rebridal Dreams at the half mile, leading by 2 lengths at a steady pace from Atlantic Ocean and Belle of Parentown. Lady Tack, then Lovely Sage, and on the inside, last of all, is Afternoon Dreams, as her stablemate Rebridal Dreams continues to show the way by a clear margin. At the 3/8 pole, it's Rebridal Dreams a length and a half. In second position then is Atlantic Ocean, with Lady Tack sneaking a touch closer on the outside. Belle of Parentown is now 4th from Lovely Sage, and Afternoon Dreams is last of all. Into the stretch, they have a 1/4 mile to go. Rebridal Dreams still in. Burning question by Donny Mesh, and the acceleration once again is exhilarating. At the 8th pole, Lady Tack races 3 lengths in front of Atlantic Ocean, then Belle of Parentown and Rebridal Dreams. But little Lady Tack, a pocket dynamo, takes the Fairgrounds Oaks by 3 lengths. Atlantic Ocean second, Belle of Parentown is third.
Lady Tack remains undefeated with a very impressive victory here at just over even money over Atlantic Ocean, shipping in off of a pair of very impressive performances out in California. A graded stakes winner herself. Lady Tack moving up a little bit in class here, but shows she's got the right stuff. She was restrained in the early part of the race, made a 3-wide move, and took over top of the stretch to draw off by 3.5. Atlantic Ocean left reeling in her wake. Belle of Parentown did have a little bit of trouble at the break, but ended up running fairly well for the 3rd spot. Her last effort was a huge race. Here not quite as strong, but nonetheless a solid performance from the 3rd place finisher, Belle of Parentown. The winner, Lady Tack, is a 3-year-old chestnut filly, a daughter of Matoctim from Star of My Eye by Lucky North. Bred in Florida by John Franks, owned by the Highly Broad Racing Stable and trained by Steve Asmussen. Ridden to victory by Donny Mesh. Lady Tack covers the mile and a 16th at the Fairgrounds Oaks in 1:44 and 2. We're heading back to the Fairgrounds next for the Louisiana Derby, a Grade 2, $750,000 mile and a 16th for 3-year-olds. Let's head back down to the Fairgrounds and the running of the Louisiana Derby.
Prince Alfie restless. He's the grey. Racing. Badge of Silver is away beautifully. Likewise, Peace Rules. Towards the inside, Funny Side's going up for a share of the lead. Defrays Vixen poking up in the white cap. Calf Wayne in the green and white stripes about 3 lengths off the early lead. Badge of Silver trapped a little bit wide. He's a joint 3rd out of the stretch. Lone Star Sky midfield on the fence from Prince Alfie. Commander's Affair, Go Halo. And Winning Fans is last. The Derby field covered by 10 lengths. And Funny Side with the advantage of the inside today leads around the first turn, and he's clear into the back stretch by 2. Peace Rules is sitting second, followed by Defrays Vixen. Badge of Silver is 4th. A length and a half to Calf Wayne outside Lone Star Sky from Prince Alfie. Winning Fans, Go Halo. And last is Commander's Affair. It's Funny Side dictating the tempo at the half mile. A length and 3/4 currently in his favour over Peace Rules, and Badge of Silver looming closer. Peace Rules now going up almost on terms with Funny Side, and 3/4 to Badge of Silver, 3rd and 3 wide. 2 lengths to Calf Wayne, who joins and passes Defrays Vixen. They're followed clear by Winning Fans and Lone Star Sky, Prince Alfie, Commander's Affair, and last of all, Go Halo. Badge of Silver let loose 3 wide. At the 5/16, it's Badge of Silver now the leader. About a neck from Peace Rules as they turn for home. Funny Side hoisting the white flag. Calf Wayne's under the whip and the white blinkers on the outside. Defrays Vixen is next, 3/16 left to go. Badge of Silver. Peace Rules on the insides, fighting back. Peace Rules regaining the lead. Peace Rules kicks away from Badge of Silver. Calf Wayne on the outside into 2nd spot. It's Peace Rules at the 16th pole by a length and a half to Calf Wayne. Lone Star Sky running down the outside at a rapid rate, but Peace Rules wins the Louisiana Derby from Calf Wayne. Funny Side was 3rd, and Lone Star Sky finished 4th.
Peace Rules sitting just off the early pace of Funny Side and pouncing at the top of the stretch. He did get engaged pretty seriously by the heavy favorite Badge of Silver, but that one backed up midway through the stretch, and Peace Rules, after a second challenge by Calf Wayne, is able to draw clear by 2 1/4 lengths. Calf Wayne in from California with Victor Espinosa aboard goes off as the second choice in the wagering, finishing in the second spot. Funny Side, New York-bred pace setter in here from down inside, held on very well to the third spot through that long stretch drive. In fact, was back as far as 4th or 5th, but did not give up much ground and continued to run on, I thought, very strongly to hold on to third. The winner, Peace Rules, is a 3-year-old chestnut, son of Jules, from Hold to Fashion by Hold Your Peace. He was bred in Florida by the New Chance Farm, was purchased last summer by Edmund Gann, owned by, or trained by Bobby Frankel, ridden to victory by Edgar Prado. Peace Rules picks up his first stakes victory on the main track. He is a stakes winner on grass going into this race. Peace Rules covers the 1 1/16 of the Louisiana Derby in 1:42 3. Going to head just a little bit north now and stop at Laurel for the running of the Wide Country Stakes on Saturday, a $50,000 event for 3-year-old fillies stretching to 1 1/16. Let's head to Maryland and take a look at the Wide Country.
And they're off. Powers Prospect and Blushing Valley showing speed. Recherche and making heat from the outside gate. Then we go back to Demetra's Love, and Grace Bay settles to the back of the pack as Making Heat suddenly dropped out to last position. And the inside of that one is Grace Bay. They separated into 3 pairs here, and around that turn they go. Tight quarters for Blushing Valleys as Powers Prospect has got the lead now. Demetra's Love, she's keen to go on the outside. Recherche. Blushing Valleys is in 4th, and Grace Bay and Making Heat settles in the back of the pack, only 6 lengths off the leader. 6 furlongs to go in the Wide Country Stakes. Powers Prospect controlling the pace out there and trying to settle down. Powers Prospect just in an even keel up front, leads it a little more than a length. Demetra's Love is relaxed off of her in 2nd. Blushing Valleys is in 3rd. Recherche is 4th, and Grace Bay is in between rivals, a close 5th, 4 off the lead, and Making Heat trails the field. Dictating terms still Powers Prospect from Demetra's Love, and Blushing Valleys is 3rd to the inside. Recherche, Grace Bay is 3 from the front, and Making Heat trails the field and trying to come with a run now. Making Heat now starts to move on the far outside. Making Heat's coming in the blue. Making Heat's moved up from 5th, 4th, 3rd on the outside. It's Powers Prospect, the leader. Recherche, Making Heat's made progress to 3rd. Blushing Valleys, Demetra's Love, and Grace Bay. They're at the top of the stretch. Powers Prospect, Recherche, Making Heat under pressure, and Blushing Valleys. Grace Bay wide into the lane, and trailing the field is Demetra's Love. Powers Prospect still there into the stretch. Powers Prospect is the leader. Center of the track, Grace Bay shifting in but trying to come, and Blushing Valleys, they're all in a stiff drive, tracing Powers Prospect. Grace Bay out toward the center of the track, still lugging in. Powers Prospect, Blushing Valleys coming in. Grace Bay with a final surge on the outside. Powers Prospect holding. Powers Prospect and Roberto Alvarado. Great pace controlling ride to win. Blushing Valleys and Grace Bay in a photo.
Powers Prospect picking up a length victory on the front end every step of the way, came under some pressure from Demetra's Love, who we saw run here in New York a couple of races back. Early pace presser here, but Powers Prospect able to go on with it in very strong fashion, holding off Blushing Valleys after a nice late charge. Blushing Valleys did have a little bit of trouble in the early part of the race, but ended up making a nice move to finish 2nd, ahead in front of Grace Bay, who rallied from well off the pace after settling early. Powers Prospect is a 3-year-old dark bay or brown daughter of Allen's Prospect from Powers Orphan by Magisterial, bred in New Jersey by Robert L. Edwards, owned by C. DeRigo and C&P Lynch, trained by Cathal Lynch, and ridden by Robbie Alvarado. 1 1/16, covered by Powers Prospect, down at Laurel in 1:44 4. We are going to pause now for a brief message, and when we return, we'll be heading back to the Midwest, taking a stop at Oaklawn Park, Turfway, and then heading west to Turf Paradise. Please stay with us.
We are just beginning to feel the effect of real first-class breeding in the state. Over the next few years, there's going to be a tremendous improvement in the quality of horses in New York State.
That prediction has become a reality. Today, the New York Breeding and Racing Program gives breeders and owners their best opportunity for success.
When you get those breeders checks, and I get stallion checks, and I get open owners checks, it's unbelievable. It's great.
When you breed a good horse in New York, its extra earnings power just resonates throughout the industry.
When you go to the sales and there's two horses side by side, and you like them both, and one's a New York bred, the New York bred just starts with a tremendous advantage.
When I look at a catalog and I'm looking at individuals, if he's a New York bred, that's the bonus plan for me.
Simply, it's the best program in North America, bar none.
I would advise anybody to get a New York bred. It's a lot of rewards there, a lot of potential rewards, and we're proof of it right here.
It sure has developed into a lucrative program, and the people who thought of this 20-plus years ago were very insightful.
Welcome back, everyone, to Horses and Courses. Next, we're going to be heading to Oaklawn Park for a pair of stakes races over the past weekend, beginning with the Grade 3 Honeybee Stakes for 3-year-old fillies going 1 1/16. Let's head down to Arkansas and the running of the Honeybee.
They're in the gate, and they're off in the Honeybee. 40 Dows broke sharply from the outside. Explosive Beauties at the rail. Her stablemate Quest for Truth is between them. There also goes Heart of the Cat, My Trusty Cat. After that, it's Golden Reputation, and Ruby's Reception is going to come from the back of the pack. As they move on to the turn, the leader is Heart of the Cat. By a length to the outside, that is 40 Dows in second. Quest for Truth has the rail third. My Trusty Cat is fourth. Explosive Beauty's right outside of her in fifth. After that, Golden Reputation. Ruby's Reception still at the back. The opening quarter raced in 23-3. Down the backstretch they go with Heart of the Cat with a lead. To her outside is 40 Dows. My Trusty Cat still right there in third. Quest for Truth is next. Explosive Beauty has had something of an adventure. She moves up down to the outside, followed by Golden Reputation, and Ruby's Reception still at the back. The half in 47-4. They head on to the final turn. Heart of the Cat. Now here comes My Trusty Cat to the outside. Between the two is 40 Dows. Explosive Beauty now digs in into fourth, and Ruby's Reception is also coming on. They go through 3/4, 1-12-3, and here they come into the stretch of the Honeybee. My Trusty Cat and 40 Dows battling for the lead. Exclusive Beauty on the outside, Explosive Beauty on the outside rather in third, and Ruby's Reception coming on. It's My Trusty Cat, though, opening it up now by 3. Explosive Beauty second, Ruby's Reception is third. My Trusty Cat, in a dominant performance, is opening it up. She's going to win it by about 3.5 or 4 lengths. Ruby's Reception will come on to be second, and Explosive Beauty finishing third. The Honeybee run in 1 minute 44 seconds.
My Trusty Cat and Donnie Pettinger getting up for a 5-length romping win here over Ruby's Reception, who closed as usual from way off the pace into the second spot. Explosive Beauty also closing nicely. Did have a little bit of trouble up the backstretch. Looked like she may have lost her footing just a little bit. She was the heavy favorite in the field, and really just did not seem to have didn't have the easiest time going up the backstretch. Did get herself back together and re-rally for third. The winner, My Trusty Cat, is a 3-year-old bay filly, a daughter of Tale of the Cat from Entrusted by Private Account. Bred in Kentucky by Vintage Racing and owned by Carl F. Pollard, trained by David Vance, ridden to victory by Donnie Pettinger. My Trusty Cat covers the mile and the 16th of the Honeybee in 1:44 flat. We're going to head back to Oaklawn Park next for the running of the Spring Fever, a $50,000 sprint for fillies and mares 4-year-olds and up. Let's head back down to Oaklawn and the running of the Spring Fever.
And they're off in the Spring Fever. Southern Tour, Kyle's Cruiser both broke sharply with Brown Eyed Beauty, and there's Emily Ring at the rail. Blotto's Halo to the outside is next, followed by Run for Little Bit, steaming home in the trailer. Codes Precious One. They move down the backstretch. Kyle's Cruiser with the lead. Emily Ring is at the rail in second. Between horses, Brown Eyed Beauty third, Blotto's Halo, Southern Tour, they're both right up there. It's 2.5 back to Run for a Little Bit, steaming home, and Codes Precious One. But Kyle's Cruiser zipped through a 21-4 opening quarter. She's got the lead. To her outside, there's Blotto's Halo and Southern Tour. Emily Ring has dropped back to fourth now on the turn. And here they come into the stretch of the Spring Fever. That is Southern Tour, who puts a head in front of Blotto's Halo, and it is Southern Tour and Blotto's Halo now battling it out. Brown Eyed Beauty to the middle in third. At the rail is Southern Tour. Here's Brown Eyed Beauty down the outside. Brown Eyed Beauty and Southern Tour. Their heads apart. Driving to the wire, it's Brown Eyed Beauty who takes command. And Brown Eyed Beauty, with the biggest race of her career, she's going to win this one by 2. Southern Tour finishing second. Run for a Little Bit was third.
Brown Eyed Beauty and John Court. She's a very nice sprinter, and there was some pretty good fillies in here going the 5.5 furlongs. The fractions were fast. She sat just off the early pace, a couple of lengths. She did drop back a little bit on the turn, re-rallied nicely for a 2-length victory over Southern Tour, with Run for a Little Bit closing from well off the pace after being shuffled back early, making a 3-wide bid into the 3rd spot. Favorite in here, a heavy choice, was Emily Ring, coming in looking, I believe, for her 5th consecutive victory. She did disappoint after showing good speed, ending up 7th in the field of 8. The winner, Brown Eyed Beauty, is a 4-year-old bay filly, a daughter of Miss Waukee from Steffi Brown Eyes by Explodent. She was bred in Kentucky by the Tri-County Farms Limited, owned by Janelle Grum, trained by Hal Wiggins, and ridden to victory by John Court. Brown Eyed Beauty covers the 5.5 furlongs of the Spring Fever in 103 and 4. From Turfway Park to Turf Paradise next, we're going to be taking a look at the Phoenix Gold Cup, oddly named race in that traditionally a race called a Gold Cup would be run at a distance of ground. This one, however, a 6-furlong sprint for $100,000. Let's head to Turf Paradise in the running of the Phoenix Gold Cup.
Off and running in the Phoenix Gold Cup. Gotta Go to Work springs out on top, quickly joined by Flying Supercon, who's hard hustled out up the inside. Giovanetti right there, Smiling Wildcat to join the fray, and Grimm just a length and a half off the pace, a close-up 4th. Expert came away 4 off from racing 5th. Simone's on the inside. Then Gotta Go to Work, No Calbred, and a gap of 4 back to Arbaggio at the back. He's a dozen off him early as they go quickly up the backside. 21-1 for the opening quarter. Giovanetti leads it by just ahead now, pressed hard by Graham, and Flying Supercon right there, 3 wide. Smiling Wildcat can't keep up with the top 3 racing in 4. Simone's up the inside in 5th. Gotta Go to Work, Experts on the inside, No Calbred, and Arbaggio cranks up his rally from the back of the pack in the stretch draw. Giovanetti taking the lead off the turn through the half in 43 and 3. He opens up by 3. Flying Supercon trying to close that gap from second. Arbaggio from the back of the pack. It's Giovanetti well clear past the 16th pole, and Giovanetti rolls on to win. Giovanetti, Arbaggio flying. Giovanetti hangs on to win the Gold Cup. Arbaggio flew for second. Flying Supercon third in 109 flat.
Giovanetti down from Southern California to pick up a hard-fought victory by 3/4 of a length over the late-charging Arbaggio, with Flying Supercon back in the 3rd spot. Heavy favorite in here was Arbaggio, who just did not have quite enough late kick. The pace setter in here from Southern California able to hold his ground for the victory. The winner, Giovanetti, is a dark bay or brown 4-year-old son of Memo from Rio Tejo by Tsunami Slough. Bred in California by Rick M. Arthur and Michael Arthur, owned by Bernie Schiappa and trained by Frank Monteleone. Ridden to victory by Danny Sorensen, Giovanetti covers the 6 furlongs of the Phoenix Gold Cup in 109 flat. We are going to pause for one more brief message, and when we return, we'll be heading to Northern California for a pair of stakes races from Golden Gate, heading to Southern California, and finishing up at Aqueduct. Please stay with us.
This year, many thoroughbreds, no longer able to compete, will join the ranks of racing's homeless. Since 1982, the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation and its supporters have been providing help and hope for those in need, creating opportunities where once there were none. The TRF, together with the racing industry, is meeting the challenge, taking care of their own. Yesterday's innovative concepts, combining the TRF's rescue mission with educational and rehabilitation goals, have become today's life-saving success stories and a track record of unsurpassed growth. Safely retired thoroughbreds are now enjoying second careers, bringing responsibility, healing, and purpose to the lives of those who need it most. With your help, we can continue our saving mission, ensuring many more horses the welcome home they so richly deserve.
Welcome back, everyone, to Horses and Courses. Next, we're going to head to Northern California and the running of the El Camino Real Derby on Saturday. This is a Grade 3 $200,000 event at 1 mile and a 16th. Drawn a pretty good field of horses, a couple of horses looking to move up through the allowance ranks and into stakes ranks, getting onto the Triple Crown Trail, and a couple of horses that have had a little bit more experience in the stakes ranks already. Let's head to Northern California and Saturday's running of the El Camino Real Derby.
And there they go. Ocean Terrace is out for the lead, covering Crack Up. One Bad Shark comes away running along the rail. 10 Most Wanted is prominent inside of Aussie Cat. Further back, Winning Stripes, Minister's Wildcat a little wide before the 7/8 turn. Mr. Technique is saving a little bit of ground. Allwood's inside of Long Shot Frisco Johnny. Through the clubhouse run, Long Shot, One Bad Shark carves the pace by more than 1.5 lengths. 10 Most Wanted will chase the pace from second. Ocean Terrace is third in a good stalking position. Minister's Wildcat remains wide, entering the backstretch run. Aussie Cat's right there to his inside, currently in fifth with 3 to make up. He's more than 1.5 lengths clear from Crack Up. It's about 5 to Winning Stripes, who's a length clear of Frisco Johnny, Allwood, and Mr. Technique. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter, 45 and 2 for the half. Approaching the 3/8 in the 22nd running of the El Camino Real Derby. One Bad Shark has the lead, 3/4 of a length. Ocean Terrace is right there in second. Minister's Wildcat's third, trying to get involved from the outside. 10 Most Wanted is back to fourth. He has 3 to make up. Aussie Cat's a good 5 from the front. He's more than 1 length clear from Crack Up. Winning Stripes is gearing up. Here comes Winning Stripes from off the pace. 3/4, 109 and 2. They're at the top of the lane in the El Camino. Ocean Terrace gets the lead from One Bad Shark. Minister's Wildcat's in the clear, trying to advance. Further back in the field races 10 Most Wanted, and Winning Stripes is fifth. 16th from the wire. Ocean Terrace has the lead. Minister's Wildcat chases him home. 10 Most Wanted to the rail. Ocean Terrace and Mike Smith, they capture the 22nd running of the El Camino Real Derby.
Ocean Terrace, most recently the winner of a very competitive allowance race in Southern California, ships up, moves into stakes company, and runs just off the pace every step of the way, ends up with 1.5 length victory over the favorite Minister's Wildcat, who had won last time out in a minor stakes race in Northern California. Kent DeSormo was up for the mounts on that one, was able to do no better than second. 10 Most Wanted, ridden by Pat Day, picking up his first ever mount at Golden Gate Fields. Interestingly enough, had never ridden at Golden Gate Fields until Saturday. Showed very good speed. All 3 of the Southern California-based horses in allowance company moving up to Northern California, running 1, 2, 3. Rallying from way off the pace was Winning Stripes, who had run a good second behind Minister's Wildcat last time out in that small stake at Golden Gate. The winner, Ocean Terrace, is a chestnut 3-year-old son of St. Bellado from Crystal River by Black Tie Affair. Bred in Kentucky by the Demara Farm, owned by Fog City Stable and trained by Bob Hess. Ridden to victory by Mike Smith. Ocean Terrace covers the mile and a 16th in 1:42 and 1. Heading back to Northern California for the running of the Sacramento Handicap, a $60,000 event for fillies and mares going a flat mile. Let's head back to Golden Gate for the running of the Sacramento.
Ready for the pick six, ready for the Sacramento Handicap. And there they go. It's a beautiful beginning. Lost at Sea's out for the lead with their stablemate, Bullish Miss. Also there is Castling, one from the outside, and Star of Beijing's the widest of all before the clubhouse run. Bare Necessities is the gray towards the inside, and further back is Tefonica and Tamarack Bay. Bullish Miss to carve the pace by more than 1 length. Castling is second, covering Lost at Sea. Star of Beijing now 3 wide. She has about 3 to make up. She's 2 clear from Bare Necessities, the big favorites in midfield. Further back is Tefonica, and the trailer is Tamarack Bay. 23 seconds for the opening quarter, 5/8 to travel in the Sacramento. Bullish Miss by about 2. Castling is second, covering Lost at Sea. Star of Beijing's right there advancing from a 3-wide position. She's vying for second. It's about 3 to Bare Necessities off the rail, a length clear of Tefonica, and the trailer remains Tamarack Bay. The half one in 46 and 3, 3/8 to travel, and it's Bullish Miss who has the lead, 3/8 from the wire. Star of Beijing's up to challenge challenge, and there goes Bare Necessity circling the field 3 wide. Lost at Sea's 4th along the inside. Castling is to her flank. Tefonica has 4 to make up, and Tamarack Bay is the trailer. 3/4, 111, top of the lane in the Sacramento Bullish Miss Star of Beijing, and Bare Necessities. Bare Necessities has the lead at the 8th pole, and she's running away. Castling is second to the inside Star of Beijing with Lost at Sea. Bare Necessities is much the best, and she's all alone at the wire. Bare Necessities and Frank Alvarado, they win the Sacramento Handicap in impressive fashion.
Bare Necessities, a nice victory here by 5 easy lengths, unhurried in the early part of the race and rallying, drawing away very easily as the heavy favorite in the field of 7. Castling picking up the 2nd spot after attending the pace in the early part of the race. Lost at Sea, who has been a pretty consistent competitor in Northern California, holding on to the 3rd spot after being close up in the early part of the running. The winner, Bare Necessities, is a gray-roan 4-year-old daughter of Silver Deputy from Shrewd Vixen by Spectacular Bid. Bred in Kentucky by Iron County Farm and owned by the breeder, trained by Wally DeLassy, Bare Necessities covers the flat mile in 1:35 and 4. We are going to be heading to Southern California next for a pair of Grade 1 stakes races for females, starting with the Grade 1 Santa Anita Oaks on Saturday. $300,000 event for 3-year-old fillies featuring the rematch between Composure and Elo Love. Let's head to California now for the running of Oaks.
And way to go. Elo Love bounces fast and goes straight to the lead from the outside gate. Go for Glamour. There's Harbor Blues getting up to race in 3rd. Composure has taken off the rail, going to move up on the outside, and at the back comes Long Term Wish. They run to the 7/8, and Elo Love sets a pace, a sensible one, leads it by a length. In the 2nd spot, we have Harbor Blues down on the inside. Moving up on the outside is Composure, just a length and a half off them, and Go for Glamour's in there as well. Then a gap of 3 lengths back to Long Term Wish. 3/4 of a mile to go, and Elo Love takes them along by a length. In the 2nd spot is Go for Glamour. Now Composure's on the outside in 3rd, just a length and a half off the leader. Down at the rail comes Harbor Blues, and Long Term Wish just been patiently ridden at the back as 7 lengths off the lead. They run past the half mile in the Santa Anita Oaks, and now they quicken the pace as Elo Love kicks on for home. In the 2nd spot is Go for Glamour. Composure is right there 3rd. Those 3 go into the turn, locked together. A gap of 3 lengths back to Harbor Blues, and Long Term Wish is now 10 off the lead. They come into the quarter pole. Composure now making a run at them on the outside. Composure, Elo Love hanging tough down at the rail, and Go for Glamour between them. 3 in a line with a 1/4 of a mile to go. At the top of the lane, Elo Love on the inside, and Composure. Now here's the expected match race. These 2 run past the 8th pole together. Composure on the outside puts her head in front. Elo Love's got to find more. Composure just in front. Elo Love battling back on the inside. Composure, Elo Love run for the wire together. Composure will win it. Composure wins it a half a length in the end. Elo Love was 2nd, then Go for Glamour, Harbor Blues, and Long Term Wish was last.
Composure and Jerry Bailey getting here. It was a tied ball game heading into this race, each one of them having won one in their 2 meetings. Composure this time ends up with a 3/4 of a length victory after a hard-fought effort every step of the way. Composure dead game, Elo Love not giving an inch, both of them involved very strongly from the top of the stretch, but Jerry Bailey able to prevail by 3/4 of a length. Go for Glamour, who was just off the early pace of Elo Love in the early part of the race, picking up the 3rd spot. The fractional times not all that fast, although they did end up coming home rather quickly in this Grade 1 for 3-year-old fillies. The winner, Composure, is a 3-year-old bay daughter of Touch Gold from Party Sighted by Alleged, bred in Kentucky by Rancho San Pasea and owned by Bob and Beverly Lewis, trained by Bob Baffert, ridden to victory by Jerry Bailey. Composure covers the mile and the 16th in 1:43 and 2. Sunday stakes feature at Santa Anita, the Santa Margarita Invitational, a Grade 1 for the older fillies and mares, $300,000 on offer. The distance, 1 mile and 1/8. Unfortunately, it was announced early in the day that Affluent was going to scratch as a result of having had a bit of a fever, just a touch of a fever, the morning of the race. That was a bit of a blow to the race. Nonetheless, 5 horses go postward in a very strong field in the Grade 1 Santa Margarita. Let's head out to California and Trevor's Call.
Way to go. The 5 runners came away as one. Got Coco from the inside gate. In the centre, we have Sightseek now going on. Sightseek will be the early leader. Stara coming up second. Got Coco settling down third. Balabalucci, the greyback, second last. And as usual, Printemps, no early speed as last, but only 6 lengths off the lead today. They run into the first turn, and Sightseek got it all her own way and out here. Not in any hurry. Takes them along just over a length. Been tracked by Stara. Got Coco scrapes the paint in third, and Balabalucci is in fourth, 4 lengths off the leader. And then another 4.5 back to Printemps. Past the 3/4 pole they go, and Sightseek still comfortable in front by 1.25 lengths. Stara's content to track her from second. Balabalucci's third, and Got Coco is fourth, now 4 lengths off the leader. And then there's a gap of 5.5 back to Printemps. They've run past the 5/8 pole, no change in the order. All riders happy with their position. It's Sightseek in front by 1 length. Been tracked throughout by Stara. Then a gap at 2.5 to Balabalucci. Got Coco's dropped back just a little now. Got Coco's got to be giving them 7 lengths start, and another 7 to Printemps. Into the turn they go, and Sightseek kicks on for home. Leads at 1.5 lengths to Stara. Balabalucci threatening to run a big one today, and here comes Balabalucci now closing steadily on the outside. Got Coco's now been ridden along, but has 7 to make up. 1/4 mile to go in the Santa Margarita, and Balabalucci comes to take on Sightseek. Stara between them. Got Coco's got too much to do. Coming for home, any one of 3. Sightseek at the rail. Stara between them. Balabalucci now trying to battle on the outside, but Stara now takes the lead from Sightseek, and it's Stara from Sightseek, but Stara will win it. Stara and Pat Valenzuela take the Santa Margarita to Sightseek. Balabalucci third, Got Coco fourth, and Printemps was last.
Stara making it 2 Grade 1s now. This is a filly, a mare actually, that took a little bit of time to come around to her very best. Was a strong 3-year-old in California. When she shipped out of town, she was not really able to duplicate her form, but does appear to be in very sharp form now at the age of 5, sitting just off the pace-setting Sightseek. Able to pounce very nicely on the outside. Last time she rallied on the rail, this time on the outside. Balabalucci picking up the 3rd spot in here off of a stalking 2-wide trip. Disappointing was Got Coco, who showed a little bit of early foot out of the gate, but really never got into the hunt after that, having gone through the La Cañada series, and unfortunately not coming out of it as sharply as might have been expected. Perhaps those 3 races took just a little bit too much out of Got Coco, as she did return 4th in the field of 5. The winner, Star, is a 5-year-old dark bay or brown mare, a daughter of Dynaformer from To the Hunt by Relaunch. She was bred in Kentucky by the Wind Hill Farm, owned by George Krikorian and trained by John Sheriff. Ridden to victory by Pat Valenzuela. Starer covers the 1 mile and 1/8 of the Santa Margarita Invitational in 1:48.1. Only one race to bring to you from Aqueduct this weekend. Unfortunately, because of the weather cancellation, the Stymie Handicap was not run on Saturday. They decided to postpone it. It was not officially redesignated as of airtime here at Capital OTB. They weren't able to get the Stymie back in on Sunday. They did have a nice stakes race, an overnight handicap for fillies, the Safely Kept, with a $60,000 purse. This is for 4-year-olds and up, sprinting fillies and mares. Let's head down to Aqueduct now for the running of the Safely Kept.
And they're off. Vesta is going out for the lead. Vesta in front. Hong Kong Charlie is next. After a slow beginning, Golden Maid moves up on the outside. Skyer is in between horses with Drexel Monorail, 5 of them across the track. AP Andy right behind in 6th, and Bonafide Reason trails the field in 7th. It's Vesta leading here by 1.5 lengths. The opening quarter in 23 2/5 seconds. Vesta the leader as they move into the far turn. Leads by 1.5 lengths. Hong Kong Charlie second by a head. On the outside is a Golden Maid in third. Then it's a gap of 2 lengths to Saskaya at the rail. Drexel Monorail alongside in fifth, then AP Andy and a Bonafide Reason. The field comes into the stretch. Vesta holding on here, the half in 47 seconds. Vesta is in front. Hong Kong Charlie in second. Saskaya at the rail. Then Drexel Monorail. Vesta in front. Here comes Saskaya rallying at the rail. It's Vesta. Saskaya moving quickly on the inside. Saskaya wins it. Saskaya by a half length. Vesta was second. Drexel Monorail third.
Saskaya, the longest shot on the board at just under 20 to 1. Had had a little bit of trouble this winter time. She had run a couple of good races, but every time she did, she ran into a filly that was in just a little bit better shape. She did go back and forth to the sidelines a couple of times. Nothing serious bothering her. The problem was getting her into spots where she would have a bit of a shot. Goes off as the longest shot on the board here under Mike Luzzi. Hustles hard inside and digs in for a half a length victory at a $41.20 mutual over the pace setter Vesta, returning off of a layoff, showing sharp speed and holding on well. Drexel Monorail rallies from off the pace, showing good speed inside in the early part of the race. Did end up picking up the third spot with a fairly steady effort down through the stretch. Favorite in here was Vesta, coming out of a nice stakes win was AP Andy, who won big time last time out as a long price. Here comes back at 4.5 to 1 and disappoints after being outrun every step in the early part. The winner, Saskaya, is a 5-year-old bay mare, a daughter of Mariasmon from August Days by In Reality. She was bred in Kentucky by the JMJ Stable Corporation, owned by Berkshire Stud and Oak Cliff Stable, trained by Tommy Bush, and ridden to victory by Mike Luzzi. Saskaya covers covers the 6 furlongs on the Aqueduct inner track in 1:12 flat. That wraps up our weekend's worth of stakes racing action. We hope you have enjoyed this weekend's version of Horses and Courses, and will be able to join us again next time for more exciting stakes racing action from around the country. I'm Jean Wood. I'll see you back here next time.